Welcome to Road to Pro, where over the next 4 months, I'm going to be documenting my weight loss journey as someone who works full-time in healthcare as a physical therapist as I try to attain my pro card at my second ever bodybuilding show. Today is January 24th. We are officially inside the 4-month mark. I weighed in this morning at 218. Last time I competed, which was about a year and a half ago, I weighed in at 184 as the final stage weight. So this time we're aiming for around 190 to 195 to step on stage. So we got about 30 pounds to go. Today we are off to hit legs at the gym. It is minus 10 outside. So we're grabbing a quick banana as a pre-workout snack. The cold can't hold us back. I will see you guys at the gym.
Big God, big God, big God, big God. SpongeBob, big God, pants okay. SpongeBob, big God, pants okay. Big God, big God, big God. SpongeBob, big God, pants okay. SpongeBob, big God, pants okay. When I wake up, I'm feeling my S. I bend over, I do my little stretch. Ain't no jellyfish, but I'm the catch. Feel like that fish, so I'm puffing my chest. I blow bubbles so big like Mrs.
All right. Hit 120 for 12 last week. Let's see if we can repeat.
Big God, big God, big God. SpongeBob, big God, pants okay. SpongeBob, big God, pants okay. Big God, big God, big God, big God. SpongeBob, big God, pants okay. SpongeBob, big God, pants okay. Big things about to happen at 8. I woke up feeling a brand new weight. Fixing the world in a brand new way. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Take this spread hips. Doing a get to my big guy pants. The baddest, the top of the list I am. And on my purse, they came fresh out of clamp. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay.
Top set for RDLs. We're going high rep today. So we're going to go for 12 to 15 reps with the 150s.
SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. When wake up, I'm feeling my best. Big things about to happen today. I bend over, I do my little stretch. I woke up feeling that bad.
First one doesn't count.
Ain't no jellyfish, but I'm the catch. Facing the world in a brand new way. Feel like that fish, so I'm puffing my chest. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy. Big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay.
Couldn't quite get 15. All right, finishing up with some split squats here. You would think with one dumbbell, it would be easier because it's less weight. But it's surprisingly, especially with the heavy dumbbell, it's surprisingly challenged because the weight pulls you entirely to that side. So you have to use the other leg, your abductor muscles, your glute muscles to counteract, core musculature as well. So this is our finisher for today.
Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. When I wake up, I'm feeling my S. I bend over, I do my little stretch. Ain't no jellyfish, but I'm the catch. Feel like that fish, so I'm puffing my chest. I blow bubbles so big like Mrs. Puff. I be locked in like no, this isn't luck. Ain't fancy like no, this isn't chump. With my bestie like everything fun. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy.
It's okay to fail as long as you get back up, keep going. Always gonna rest between each leg on these. It just attacks the cardiovascular.
I woke up feeling feeling a brand new way. Fixing the world in a brand new way. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Take this spread hips, doing a get to my big guy pants. The baddest, the top of the list I am. And on my purse, they came fresh out of clamp. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. When wake up, I'm feeling my best. Big things bout to happen today. I bend over, I do my little stretch. I woke up feeling a brand new way. Ain't no jellyfish, but I'm the catch. Facing the world in a brand new way. Feel like that fish, so I'm puffing my chest. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy. Big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay.
Warmed up to a nice -10. I'm not even kidding. It's actually not that. It is -10. I definitely got a few crazy looks because I was still in shorts, but I promise you, like seriously, when I walked in there, I wasn't cold. Like the sun is out. I just came from the gym, so I was nice and warm. My fingers are a little bit cold now coming out and after loading everything to my car. I also parked pretty far away from the building. But we got the groceries done. We'll go home, unload those, meal prep, and we'll walk through that. I'll walk you through exactly what I'm doing to lose the weight, the diet that I'm eating, the meal prep that I'm doing every single week, and take you through how I've calculated that. Boom. Meals for the week. It's as simple as that. Meats, yogurts, fruits, vegetables, and that's it. We've got our chub and some salmon for protein. We've got broccoli and Brussels for our vegetables. We got some potato for some carbs, more protein. We've got yogurt. We've got bananas, apples, berries, as well as some kiwis. I do have some blueberries already in the fridge that I didn't finish last week. So yogurt and berries for breakfast, meats, vegetables for lunch and dinner, and then a little bit of kiwi and apple for snack. Now, I want to share the best tip for keeping fat loss easy. The best way to make fat loss easy and sustainable is to be flexible. Meal prepping is great, and I've done that. I've got a meal in the fridge, but tonight we're going out to eat for hibachi, and so I know that the hibachi dinner I'm going to get, because I want to enjoy it, I don't want to just sacrifice and have meal prep, is going to be full of carbs. So here's what I'm going to do instead of having my meal prep that's loaded with healthy carbs, but carbs nonetheless. I'm going to have straight protein, and then when I cook lunch today, I'm going to have straight protein without any carbs. By doing this and budgeting ahead of time, I'm going to be able to enjoy the meal out without having excess carbs ahead of time and enjoy the meal guilt-free and still lose weight. And I've been doing this, you guys, I promise you, especially for those of us that work long hours in healthcare, this works. I went to Culver's last night, got a few chicken tenders and ice cream, still woke up a pound down, but it's because I planned it out ahead of time. And instead of just blindly following meal prep, which is great, and eating healthy, which is great, you need to be able to account for things ahead of time. I know how they're going to add up over the course of the day. And typically, any meal that you're going to have out is going to be chintzy on the protein portions and higher on the carbs and fats. So budget for that ahead of time. Lower carbs, lower fats during the day, higher protein, so you can go out and enjoy yourself guilt-free and still lose weight. All right, we're doing meal prep in stages here in part because I still need to eat some protein, so I'm going to cook the beef, but I have a call in about an hour. Potatoes, I'm going to cook them after the call. We're going to split the 10 pounds of beef in half. So we've got 5 pounds of beef and 5 pounds of potatoes. And then we can always just freeze this and use this for later. All right, so the potatoes are cooked or potatoes are cut and prepped for later, but now we'll cook the beef. All right, in goes the beef. Voila. And then for seasoning, we got some seasoned salt from my good friend Juice. I'm just sprinkle that all over here. The beef is nearly done. Another way that I really find making calorie deficits a little bit more interesting, especially because you're eating a lot of the same foods over and over, obviously is the spices, the sauces, the flavoring that you use. And the simplest way to go about it too is this is 90-10 ground beef that I've been getting from Costco. But as I get deeper into the deficit, needing to eat less and less calories, being more strict with the macros, it's as simple as eating the same stuff, but now instead of 90-10, maybe it's 96-4, 93-7, 99-1 with turkey or ground turkey or chicken, something that just has a better macro profile, but without radically changing. Like when I'm dieting, I'm not going down to salads and just eating lettuce and cabbage. Like I'm still eating the stuff that I like to eat. I'm just modifying it so that it fits my macros. Speaking of macros, let's talk about how much I'm eating and why. I'll give you the exact breakdown in the calculation that I did to figure out what I need to be eating to lose weight. So firstly, I need to know my maintenance calories. The easiest way to go about doing this is just going to TDE calculator online and calculating it. So put in my age, my weight. You can put in body fat percentage if you know it, how active you are. I'm kind of between like the moderate and heavy, so it's hard to pick. And this is what it gives me. So 3142. I'm going to add 125 to that just because I'm probably a little bit more active than that. I lift 5 days a week, but I'm also very active during the day. Okay, so that gives us 3267, just to maintain my body weight. To be in a good deficit, we want to subtract 500, and that'll give us 2768. So 2768 is to lose 1 pound a week, because if we take a deficit of 500 per day, times 7, 3,500 calories in a pound, 1 pound per week, without even accounting for cardio yet. So how do I know how much protein, carbs, fats? I'm eating 225 grams of protein, 84 grams of fat, and about 284 grams of carbs. The breakdown of this is first and foremost, we're going to keep protein easy. Just do protein by my body weight. So 225 times 1 equals 225 grams of protein. Easy enough. And we know protein is going to be 4 calories per gram. So that's going to be 800, 900 calories from protein. Fats are pretty easy. We like to keep this around 30%. So if I take 2768 times 0.3 times 0.3, that's going to give us a number in calories for fats. And then what we have to do is then divide that number by 9 so we can get grams of fats. And that's going to equal out to about 84. And then carbs, we just fill in the rest. And then we can do the math, make sure all that adds up, and that's how we know exactly how much to eat every day of the week to make sure I'm losing weight. Now, that's accounting for baseline levels, my baseline metabolism, and my current lifting and activity. So what my coach and I have done is we've added in 250 calories additional per day of cardio. So that's going to bump us up to about an extra 1750 calories burned per week. So now we're on track to lose about 1.5 pounds per week. Continuing at this rate, we're going to have to continue to adjust for my body weight and increasing activity levels, increasing more cardio as we go. But we got 16 weeks, about 30 pounds to lose, and this is the rate we're going to be doing it. Ta-da! Meals are done. We've got 9 because I ate the 1 for lunch. All portioned out, ready to go for the week. Potatoes, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and the beef.
All right, this is our posing setup here. We've got a nice blank background, a nice light here. And so we're just gonna go through some practice posing here. Currently under 15 weeks out. So getting the posing dialed now is gonna be key. Really just practicing all the mandatories every single day. because from my last show, being able to hold the poses for a prolonged period of time and the endurance that it took was killer. So I really want to make sure I nail this from the get-go. Make sure to remember to smile. My wife told me that when I was up there last time, my smiles definitely did a number for the charisma and just brings more to the full package. It's crazy because at this point, I've done enough diets and deficits to kind of know and remember and realize the stages. Strength is still feeling good. Energy is still feeling pretty decent. I'm not too exhausted, but I definitely feel it between meals. Starting to notice the definition come in. But you're kind of living, any kind of deficit you do, living from meal to meal, kind of just waited and exciting for that next one. Meals still feel like they're filling me up right now, but I'm always expectant for that next one. So if you're in a calorie deficit, it's important to remember that hunger is natural, hunger is normal, because what your body is doing is you're eating less than it needs to maintain your weight. So it's needing to pull from fat and stored energy that it's already stored and packed on for later. And this is the later, it's using it right now. And that's why you're losing fat, losing weight, and getting more definition.